Hey everybody, my name is Dennis. So this video is going to be about cooling your laptop. It's kind of a satire, if you will, or just comedy, but it's not really a in-depth technical thing, but I thought it'd be entertaining. So first thing I'm going to show you is I'll show you the temperatures for the laptop, and then I'm going to show you a way of cooling it, a couple ways. Then I'll show you a practical way of cooling it. All right, so let's first get the laptop and show you the first way. Here we go. So here's the laptop. I'm going to disconnect everything. I'm going to go the first approach. So disconnect everything. Okay, because this method, you need everything disconnected, including your power. Take the laptop, and we're gonna go. So method number one, put your laptop in your freezer. Seriously though, I'm joking. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. All right, that's a joke. All right, moving on. Let's show you actual different ways of cooling your laptop. First one being something that I got, which is kind of crazy. So you've seen solar panels on the roofs? And some of these have big heat blocks, if you will. And somebody brought me one. Here's what it looks like. So number one, it's big. It's got a lot of coils. And it's heavy. But I've heard that if you set your laptop on top of that, it'll cool it down pretty good. So if you got a slow laptop, put it on top of one of these. If you can get your hands on one, and it'll cool it down. Again, this is nothing serious. This is just a fun video. But we will get to a real thing in a minute. Okay, but we're going to try this and see what the heck happens. Here we go. Okay, so I've got the laptop up, but in order to show it to you better, we're going to zoom in on the screen over here. All right, so we can see our temperatures sitting around 50 to 60. It's not great, but it's not horrible either, I guess, considering it's an Intel CPU, and we all know how those things can work sometimes. So we're going to switch. We're going to put it on the thermal pad, or whatever you want to call it, from the solar panels, and see if it makes any difference at all. I truly don't think it's going to, but if it does, we'll find out. And then we're going to come back and show you some other method, one or at least one other method to help you keep your temperature down on your laptop and keep it cool. Okay, so here's our big thermal pad, if you will, or cooling block. I don't know what they call it when it's solar panels, but this is all aluminum. We're going to give it a go and see if it brought the temperatures down at all. I don't really believe it's going to, but no, let's see. Let's zoom in on the screen and find out. Okay, so the funny thing is, it actually was 57, and I was getting some lower temperatures down here in the 40s for a little bit. So I don't really find that all that scientific, to be quite honest with you. And is it making a difference? Yeah, it is making a little bit of difference, surprisingly, considering that the laptop is just simply sitting on top of it. But hey, it's you can see it's hitting the 40s and the low 50s. So yeah, anyway, very interesting. So now let's show you something that actually will drop the temperatures. Okay, so the first thing, you can set your laptop on here. It's got a nice little place so it doesn't slide down, and it raises it up. Now, that is simply to take the heat that dissipates from the bottom away from your legs. All right, something simple just to help keep you cool while your laptop is putting in all the heat. And I do recommend something like this if you're wanting to leave it on your bed or sitting on a flat surface too much, because it gets it up and it allows some ventilation to take place. But this is not going to cool it. So you want to cool it? Well, let's go to a different device. All right, so this device is flat, kind of the same concept, but it has fans in it, which are powered by this USB. Plug this USB into your laptop and it will help keep it cool. All right? And to demonstrate that, to see if it makes any kind of difference at all, let's do the same thing. Let's put the, now I'm using CPID HW monitor. Okay, so I haven't turned it off. We're going to set it on here and let's have another look at the temperatures. Okay, so I have got it plugged in. Some of these can be quite loud. This one's not so bad. But let's have a look again at the temperatures and see if it's making any kind of difference. And it's really not. Okay, it is dropping a little bit, but it's pretty much fluctuating. So it's the laptop itself that's really doing the cooling. It does allow for some ventilation, but is it making much difference? Actually, the big heavy block made more difference than this is. But there are multiple different variations of this. Now this one, the fan doesn't seem to be working very well. Maybe I got a broken one, who knows. So as it turns out, the fans are not even working. So that is not going to give you the temperatures, but it will demonstrate. Simple USB plugs in, that powers it up. And if it's working, which this one's not, it will give you some cooling temperatures. It's not going to make a big difference. I think maybe 5 degrees. But depending on where you're at, 5 degrees might be a big difference. All right, just get that extra little FPS out of the system. All right, there are other ones. There's chill mats, different variations, different companies make these. I'm not going to say they're very effective, but they are effective. The biggest thing they do is get it off your lap, get it off your bed, get it off your floor, whatever it has, whatever it is, gets it raised up, and that alone will help prolong the life of your laptop and keep the temperatures down and allow it to vent better. All right, so that's pretty much all there is. Just a cute little video, just show you some things to know, some crazy little experiment, and some of things you can buy that don't cost a whole lot. They're actually fairly cheap, and that will, in the long run, help you out. It'll drop them about 5 to 10 degrees, depending on which one you get. So get one with a couple of the bigger fans. So when you plug it in, it's going to draw a little bit from your system, but it's not going to be enough to bother it, and it'll cool it down. Now, the other thing you could do is just get a fan. Put the fan blowing on it, and you're good. But that's not going to raise it up and get it off your legs and get the heat away from you, which will heat you up. All right? So just things to keep in mind. All right? Cute little video. Hope you like it. If you like it, give me the thumbs up. If you're new here, think about subscribing. Hit that bell for notifications for videos that come up in the future. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm back. I'm going to be doing some more videos. Try and do them a little more often. Not more often, but probably less often than I was doing them. But I'm going to try and, I don't know, switch it up a little bit. So stay tuned. I've got some other things coming that are more tech, computer build. I'm going to do the Be Quiet light loop in that system. And yeah, so some stuff to look forward to. And let's get going. We'll do that. Have a good day. Take care. If you have a question, put it in the comments. Don't forget about that. And anyway, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.